Very, very welcome, every one of you, beloved. Um, all that which I'm sharing or going to share now mm, is able to reach you because you are paying attention to what I'm sharing right now. No, and essentially all I'm sharing is that pay attention to yourself. No, fundamentally, all everything that I'm sharing is the essence of that is just pay attention to yourself. Who is listening, who is trying to understand, who is trying to, see, who is trying to do everything, like so that it becomes crystal clear to us who we are. Separate from the thoughts, feelings, abilities, activities. You know, in one sense, the knowledge that happens in our mind is an activity or result of an activity, and it will improve in future again. No, so it's not a stable knowledge also. No, the experiences we have also of spiritual in the spiritual context also in of life also, you know they improve also, like we will not only we can but we will more deeply experience the same thing also, we will know more deeply same thing also. It's not absolute experience or absolute knowledge, no, but there is something absolute inside us, that is ourself. And if we can withdraw ourselves from the relative, you know, and turn our attention towards the absolute that we are. So I'm sharing everything for that only. So it's not about whether we should change things in our life when we are a seeker of truth or not, or what to change, what not to. It's not about any of it. It's about knowing the truth of who we are, and knowing the truth of the form in which we are living. And it really is much more simple to know the truth of who we are than most of the things that we are trying to achieve in the spiritual context. I had this kind of feeling to just begin like this, beloved. You are very welcome if you want to talk anything.
Namaste ji. Ji, I just come forward for this invitation. I feel I want to use more, use best use of this time of satsang. And like I'm feeling like I'm more available than before, but still I feel like there is still more potential to attending more deeply in satsang. So, one time you mentioned to me also, like I'm little more, tight or to keep myself more present. So be more relaxed and present. That way.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, Ji,
You are
please,
very
I
right. Like
need.
not being so stressed or not being so stiff in a way or frozen when here, but more relaxed, but equally alert also. Like compensating that relax with alertness or awareness or being present here, so that we don't go to sleep or dreaming of the mind or thoughts. Yes, yes, it's true. Let us very, very freshly look at it now, okay? Because you have asked for a very individual exploration, no? Which obviously will be very useful for everyone also in some way, indirectly. No? Okay, can I just share a little bit few words and you try to listen and see immediately that whether it is true or not in you, no? And then afterward we talk, okay? So the background, like a basic understanding I want to share about this is that you are the pure being. You have the potential of coming to your purity. And that's why you are able to sense that there's more potential I have here. I can improve. I'm very much more available than before right now here for truth, for knowing my truth. But there is a possibility of improvement here. No? It is because it is coming from you, the pure being. Because you, the pure being, knows how much pure you can be. Like what is your natural state. But you, the pure being, is not in your pure state right now. And it is not occasional that just sometime you are not in the pure state and most of the time you are in the pure state. No, it is the opposite. Most of the time you are not in your pure state and only sometime, rarely, you touch that purity of being. No? So this is what is the essential bondage, that you, the soul, is able to sense and feel that I can be in my pure, natural, relaxed, true state, but I am not able to remain in that. You know, what is causing that is the key thing to look at. So these are the two things we do. One, that we live the purity of our own being in satsang here also whenever it happens, no? Or when continuously also when we are interested, any one of you know. You just close your eyes and you live the purity of your being. Another thing is the looking deeply into the bondage, because it just happens again and again. You know. So would you like to look at the bondage right now? That causes, losing our purity of being.
Yes, Ji, I am very much forward for this.
So for that, what is required? Okay. Your starting point is already good, that relaxed and alert is required. What more is required, that you have to open up now, in one sense, include your experience of energies also. While remaining very alert to notice that how I get caught up in them. Because our energies are mixed with us in a way. No? However, those who have become free from them, they know that energies never mix with the self. It is the self which gets mixed with them. So let us actually know experientially right now how actually the self gets mixed up with the energies. And more importantly, how it remains mixed up with the energies also. No? So right now, can you open up yourself for energies also? And try to see that the energies, in this case, anything and everything that is happening inside us is energies. No? Thoughts, feelings, any form of experience, any form of movement, absolutely everything, including the sense of the body also. Like basically everything in this form is energy or the experience. No? Let's say experience. Let's say experience and the self, okay? So you, the self, get mixed up with the experience. And we are trying to clearly know separately experience as the experience and self as the self that you are. No? And for that you will have to allow the experience to be known or lived, to be lived by you as it actually is. Lived not in the sense of lost in it, but in the sense of acknowledging that it is there. Not going in details of any experience, not actually tasting anything which is happening inside you, but acknowledging that it is happening and I can taste if I want. Okay? So have you come to this point right now?
Yes, Ji. I noticed like so many like energy movement is
Yeah, all of that is
Yes.
happening anyway. No?
Yes.
Don't focus on energy movements. Keep your focus on yourself only. You don't have to focus on energies. You just keep your focus on yourself only. No? Meaning you monitor yourself and tell me that are you in your pure state of being? Are you living in the purity of your being right now? And be very, very genuine and simple about it. Not not many times we as if we hypnotize ourselves that yeah, I am living in the purity of my being. That is not going to stay. That hypnosis will wear off so fast. It cannot even stay within the same satsang sometime. What to say of when we get out of it. So let's not try to hypnotize ourselves that yes, 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 I am in living in the purity of my being. You know, let's be very alert, very still, but very simple, true about the present experience. So please tell me, are you living the purity of your being as much as you have the potential to live? And this is from where we can pick up.
Gee, I'm not sure about I am living my purity because energy is there, but I'm not involving that in energies. But still, I cannot say like I'm really living my purity.
Yeah,
So
I'm not clear about it. Why you cannot be sure? We are just looking together, okay? So
yes, Ji.
everything I'm saying, I'm just either telling you some, pointing to some truth, or inviting you to look into it. So this is an invitation right now, okay? Why you cannot be certain that?
See, I want to make it more like solid, like clearly, like I am really living the my being, not living the experience. So more confirming to like I'm really living or I'm just still effective or touching or feeling the energy that sense is there. So
Let's do then let us change. I think I would like to change my question then. My question is: are you living yourself? Purity part we will reach slowly, okay? Because if it is not clear, let us put it aside for now. Are you living yourself right now? Yeah, simple as this. No? And this yourself is going to become more refined in a way. The understanding of yourself or ourself will get refined slowly. And we will try to reach to that level of living myself where you feel fully contented. That I have reached to the full potential of it today only, right now only, within these few minutes only. Okay. So are you living yourself? As simple as this.
yes, Ji.
Do you want any improvement in this yourself which you are living right now? Which you are also and living yourself also. Do you want any improvement in it?
Ji, it's not like improvement, but I can say more like solid or more stable way.
So already
Like now,
stable.
now I'm looking with you, then I'm feeling like this. So I want to make it more clear to more live it more. I don't know. I feel this is sense like it is.
I
It
think you
can
should
be
know this, no?
bit.
Because I don't know
Hmm.
is not a good response here, no? You should know this, no? Clearly, what do you want here, no? So spend little few seconds more, no? And be more clear about what do you want. Because you are facing the fundamental, the basic, the core of your being, from where if you change even little bit, you know, it reflects in time, in whole of life. whole of our life experience, no? So it's something very serious matter here, no? Let's not be casual about it. Maybe you don't know right now, but you can know, no? Or you cannot know. This is a very interesting question I'm asking. If somebody says that I don't know, basically what they are saying is that I don't know right now, but I can know, no? If somebody knows that I can never know this thing, they cannot even say that I don't know. You, the soul, knows the potential actually of possibility that I can know. It's just that I don't know right now. So know that now. True that you don't know, I accept, but now know. No? Or do you need a technique to know this? Or do you need time to know this? This is my question. No?
I don't want time. I want now.
So please tell me, what exactly do you want? What improvement do you want? Be clear about this part first. Because we have a misunderstanding many times, we have an idea many times about being a better self than we are right now. And that misunderstanding leads us to so many places, so many journeys, while we were maybe already the perfect self. In the first place, in the first place, we were already, our starting point was already the perfect place, perfect state of being, maybe. So it is important to know clearly that what improvement I want. Like you are trying to say that I want to live it more clearly, more stable, more something like this you are saying. But please be more clear about it. This is my request.
It is now. I feel I'm living more like purely, because now I don't feel any destruction of energy or like that. I'm living myself purely. I'm feeling
So
like.
what happened during this time? This is what is the learning, no? Because otherwise, this will again happen in some other satsang, and we will again lose it. No? Let us try to understand awakening is not really directly connected to any experiences during the process of awakening that we have, or any experience that we will have after. Awakening is absolutely all the time connected to clarity, understanding of what is bondage and what is the way out of it. Just one thing. Like what binds me and how can I be free from it? No? What is my bondage? How to be free from it? Just this much is required to know what is to be free. No? Fundamentally, I'm saying at the experience level, many things happen. We feel progressing also. Every time our understanding of who we are changes, our experience is also changed. So accordingly, we feel that yes, we are growing. And those experiences, changes of experiences or changes in our energies are taken by us as part and parcel of awakening directly. It is not actually, it's a side effect only. No? Try to see this separately and you are already waking up so much more than otherwise possible. No? Because the one who is sleeping in the energies has to wake up to who I am. Not that it has to wake up the energies. No? Do you see my point? And I'm not denying that energies do wake up during the one who is living in it when this one is waking up. Energies do wake up to some degree also. It is true. And something is done about it or should be done about it, yes. But it is not a direct correlation. It is more of a condition that the self that you are is putting onto your body-mind state. That if my body-mind state is like this, then I am eligible to wake up today and right now. So this body-mind is the horse. You are the rider. And you are riding on it. and you are getting tired. The horse is tired also. Horse is thinking that when the rider will get down of me, then I will stop. The rider that you are is thinking when the horse will stop, then I will get down. There was a story similar to it. Both died actually. Both went to heaven, and then they talked to each other. What happened? Why you were? The rider said to the horse, "Why you were not stopping?" He said, "I thought that you would get down. Then only it makes sense for me to stop because you are my master." No? And the master said that rider said that, "Oh, I thought that it would make sense that when you stop, then I get down." No, this is the ritual. No, this is the practice. No. These energies will continue moving, continue changing, continue growing. And in that case of a horse and rider, horse may stop one day. These energies will never stop. When these energies will stop, this is called disintegration. You know how to call it? You know, like you know, the form getting disintegrated like this and dissolved into the elements from where it came. You know? So this form and this energies will continue moving. So how to get down from this horse? The thing is that you don't need to get down from this horse to know who you are. You just need to know separate from it. This is the way to freedom, no? And then if you, the rider, don't want to come in next life, don't want to have this horse, you will not have this horse. No? You will stay as the pure being that you are beyond the birth and the death. No? I mean, this is the general understanding or not? So know yourself separate from the energies right now. This is the whole point or not? Please tell me that everything which I shared, is it helpful in some way or not?
Yes, it is very helpful, and I see also like yes, all movement of energy I am seeing. I'm not that I am. If I am seeing anything, is I can be that thing. I am separate with this.
So you were asking that can I improve upon improve my clarity about who I am, or can I improve the experience of purity of my being? I can tell you right now, yes, it is possible. What is the way? The way is allow more of energies to flow, not faster, but as if we have a reservation, as if we are trying to control energies right now. Don't try to control your energies right now. Let them flow as they flow. Let them challenge you to show you that that which is challenged is a sense only happening in you, the self, alongside. Like the sense of struggle felt by the movement of energies within ourselves is as if happening at the borderline of the self and the energies. No? Movement is happening in the self. The sense of discomfort caused by the movement and of anything that is inside, no, is as if happening at the borderline of the self and the pure being and the energies. No? Sense that right now. Like see that is there anything moving inside right now can cause a threat, a fear. I don't suggest anyone to do these kind of things at home, but we are together right now. It's a very powerful thing. You don't understand that so many souls have come together right now. It's a very powerful movement right now. We have like a lot of extra power right now, all of us. You know, this is that magic and grace of life and grace of the source. So don't hesitate right now. Let's see. Just check that, okay, let me see. Like any sense of trying to avoid some energy, suppress something, express also, express something, suppress something, hide from something or hide something from us. Just let go of all of that. Let all the energy flow freely and you see, are you still not the same self? Only condition is that don't forget yourself. The only condition is don't forget yourself. You are, who are you? You are that in which energies are happening. You are not happening in the energies. You are not happening in the body. You are not happening in the physical body. The physical body is happening inside you right this very moment. Clearly see this, experience this right now. If you feel that I am in the body, if you feel that I am in the body right now, don't dismiss this. This is a feeling also happening in you. Is it not true? You know? And when we believe this feeling that I am in the body, then we remain in the body. However, we never were in the body. Body was always inside us. Always. 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 Do you see the catch? Do you see the bondage? This is the bondage. The feelings. These feelings are the bondage. When we blindly believe them to be true. When we see them as they are, and then we see through them and we just laugh. No? So say something now, please tell me.
Gee, I just feeling very, very like I'm laughing on myself. Like I just feeling like how I was bound with energy and now I'm feeling myself like separate with this like
Yes, how exactly you are separate is kind of important to explore, so that confusion doesn't remain here and clarity is attained. No? How exactly you are separate from energies?
gee, I am just not attending that energies. I'm feeling like this is energy and this is me separately. I'm just not involving that energies.
Uh, Try to involve right now with the energy also. Now let's take another step. Try to involve with the energies and try to sense that do you change? Does your nature change? Because if it does, then we have not reached to the true knowing of who we are yet. No? That's why I was asking this question. Now get involved with the energies also right now. You can just, you know, metaphorically believe that I'm holding your hand right now, okay? And get involved with all the energies as they are. But also when I say come out of them, that time come out also, okay? So get involved with everything right now and see, do you change? Does your nature change?
No.
What happened? Why your nature did not change?
Now I know. Like I am involving this. I know I am involving.
Hmm?
I am involved in this energies. I know this also.
You know this also means you are able to see this
Yes.
in some way, from
Yes.
sort of a distance in a way.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is the thing. So, whatever we are aware of, we are separate from it also. In that very, very, very act of being aware, you know. So, you are aware of being involved. Then obviously you cannot be that which is involved, no? You are that which is aware, no? So that detachment and freedom already happens here. This is the power of being aware or being being a witness of something, but a still aware witness, no? Because we are aware in the mind level also. Like, I'm sure every one of us here right now, or everyone on the path can say that, oh yeah, I'm aware of that I'm involved. What is the big deal here? This is a big deal, what you are saying, Rajee, right now. It's a big deal. You are independently aware, meaning the true being that you are is aware now. It is a big deal, I feel. Yeah. So I think this is good, no?
Yes, see, now I
So you don't need to have any reservations. You are already separate from everything. It's about discovering it. It's not about maintaining something, no, like a middle point or something, no. Like it's about actually at some point. In the beginning, yes, definitely we have to go gradual. In the beginning or in the middle, also we have to go gradual. But as soon as we are strong enough inside, like ready to open up for the full truth, then we can be as bold as we want to be in relation to everything that we are experiencing. Because what we are experiencing actually is also what we are aware of. Meaning whatever we are experiencing, we are witnessing also. Witnessing means seeing without any involvement, without any sense that I am experiencing it or I have any intimacy with it. Like we are already free, completely free from it, that which we are experiencing. So there are two things happening inside us. One, we are experiencing something. Another, we are also aware of it fundamentally without any involvement of experiencing it or not. Like without any demand to experience it in a way. So experiencing here is not the ultimate truth. Experiencing is something attained through a certain arrangement within the consciousness, no? Where we, the witness, the pure awareness, self, feels that I am the experiencer of it. And if you, the experiencer of anything inside you, if you become more present in any experience, you know, you will become more yourself, the true self that you are. This is the simple technique anybody can use. But as if you, the pure self, want to continue playing, being the experiencer of many, many things, like the same experience of. So when that desire is there, then we are not able to be present in one experience for sufficient amount of time. Because the truth will be revealed. No? If we can deeply experience anything that we are experiencing right now, the truth of who we are is revealed. Yes. The truth is that I am the witness. I am the awareness self. There is experience. But experience happening to whom? There is no self experiencing it. There is an experiencing happening, which I am aware of. Do you see the point? So these are the two fundamental things inside us. Not only energies are happening, movements are happening. No, movements are happening and being experienced. And you, the self, is aware of both of them. Yeah. Like how deeply something is experienced and how lightly some other things are experienced. You are also aware of all of it. You know. So what is the identification here? That I am the experiencer. This is the identification. However, there is no experiencer as such. There is only experience and the witness of it. No? A very beautiful Zen expression is that A bird is flying over a still lake. The lake has no desire to reflect the bird. The bird has no intention to be reflected. And yet the reflection happens. All the experiences are just the reflections happening without any intention of anything or anyone. And who we are, the witness self, is enjoying this show. No? Like, wow, what is this? The effort, effortlessly, all of it is just happening by itself. So, are you enjoying being the witness of all of it? Then obviously there is no one there in you who suffers, no? Or at least you are not suffering, no? But if you feel I am suffering from this show, then better let us inquire who I am. Because then there is a confusion about ourself. No? Experiencing is not a problem, and experiencing is multi-layer experiencing. That a thought is there in me. And then there is a experience, there is a feeling also that I don't like it. And there is a deeper thought also that I don't like this whole thing of liking and not liking. So this whole thing is going on inside us. Multi-layer experiencing is taking place. But who is the self in who is the experiencer? And who I am? No? Who is the experiencer in me and who I am? This is the quest. This is the fundamental inquiry, no? It's beautiful, no? Thank you, beloved.
Thank you so much. It's like, it's,
We are not really doing so much. We are just trying to connect the dots, which are missing actually many times. Like we don't kind of understand that where I'm missing the point. No? We are just trying to connect it to as one thing. No? And let me try to very humbly bring this whole thing into what I call fundamental meditation. No? What we do in fundamental meditation, we just sit quietly and do nothing. What happens with that is that somehow we stop doing what we are doing. What we are doing is that we are trying to hold on to some kind of fundamental understandings by improving our present understanding, which is fundamentally incorrect. So that fundamental incorrection in our understanding continues. Even if we refine it as much as we can, is still not going to become or enable us to know the truth. We have to let go of our understandings. In meditation, what we do not do anything, but we don't go to sleep. We very much remain present, and voluntarily we have chosen to not do anything, meaning to not improve our understandings about anything. And this is where we wake up to the truth of who we are. Where we are not trying to improve our present knowledge about ourselves. Rather, we are trying to meet the truth of who we are here. In fundamental meditation, no. By just being here and trying not to do anything that we do, but we do normally. Like what we do is a very subjective report really, depending on what is our declaration who I am. No? Some people feel I think, or I observe, or I analyze, or I do. No? But we do something always. No? And when we do not do anything, even for some time, the hypnosis is broken. And we feel, oh, what happened, where I was, where. It may sound like this, that the question who I am is most important question. In one sense it is actually. It can break the hypnosis. No? But once the hypnosis is broken, the question who I am is not here right now. Because the truth that we are is meeting its own self. There's so much joy, so much contentment and assurance. There are no questions here at all. That what is enlightenment, whether I am enlightened or not right now. No, no, those things are not here at all. Like nothing is here at all. Like no questions are here, no confusions are here. You know? Like, but the clarity is here that yes, I am not missing anything. I am not less than I can be. Like I have reached to my potential. So what you were saying, Prachi, that kind of feelings are not there that I can be more than how I am right now. No, I'm much more than I expected or I wanted. I'm much more joyful, much more peaceful, much more true to myself than I thought. So this is also the thing. So fundamental meditation that I offer is a very fundamental approach, essential approach. It is not something I myself have created. It is something which has evolved over thousands of years in the past as a fundamental understanding of how to get out of this hypnosis. You know. So it's a very good. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It is clear, more clear about meditation also, because in meditation, make a one mistake is like we watch our energies, like our energies, how they are moving, and we start watching that energy.
That is not a bad thing to begin with, because what happens is that either we are involved with the energies inside us, like involved means involved in our misunderstanding about it basically. Like we are involved in what way? Like as you know now that we can never be involved with our energies, even if we want to. Even if we want to, there is no way that the dust particles and the sunlight can become one. No? You are the sunlight, in case you did not notice. And you might be thinking that I am the dust particles. No, energies are the dust particles just dancing in the sunlight of who you are, no? The witness. They never become one in the first place anyway. No. So what happens is sort of a dream happens. And we remain involved with those things. So it is better to watch or to see than to dream. That's why even seeing our energies within ourselves during the meditation is very, very fine. Because from here, like the dreaming reduces somehow, thins away somehow, becomes less strong. Like we are less asleep in a way, less in the dream in a way. No? And then from here, not doing anything is going to be much easier. But what you are saying, also I understand that you are saying that I'm not really bothered by my energy so much. Now I have realized that I have been still involved with them, even in the name of watching them. And I don't want to watch them even. I just want to remain as myself. Energies or no energies, this movement or that movement has nothing to do with me. And it is true. It has nothing to do with you directly, the self. Because no particular cloud in the sky has anything to do directly with the sky, or can define the sky, or represent the sky. Anything that is happening inside us is not more than a cloud for the sky that we are. And of course, minus identification. Don't forget that. Identification is sort of a two-way sword. We can use the right identification to remove the wrong identification also. That's what is avoiding in the self. using the same power of identification to cut the wrong identification. You know, in meditation also, when we sit quietly, we start getting identified with who we are. The identification still is the false thing here, which will not be required very soon. No, because the self does not require to identify itself with itself. No, but the habit to be identified incorrectly with the false self, which never exists anywhere, there are only energies flowing. No? To break that habit, identification with ourself is found to be a very useful technique. No, like this. So, feeling that I'm a doer or I'm a experiencer is normal state of everyone. No? In the beginning, as a seeker. Then second position is where we watch, we become a bit seer more, no? Seer of what is happening. Not so much of a doer, but more of a seer, no? Like this. Which is a nice thing. Somehow the seer position opens our wisdom in a way, our sense in a way towards the deeper possibilities also. There's something deeper is possible, as you were sensing also, no? Like something more is possible. Like it is fine that I'm watching this whole thing called mind and everything inside, no? But something more is possible. That more is, I can just be without doing anything. Oh yes, you can. I totally support this idea. And then what happens somehow in just being without doing anything? We start sensing who we are without any effort or external, support, without any medium. There is no medium of mind now here. There is only self sensing itself. And the habit of identification with the false or that sense of false is fading away here so naturally. That's why this just being without doing anything is found to be the most powerful possibility in the direction of awakening. So I think it's good. Thank you.
Gee, I'm just feeling like some, I'm free from some burden, like, yes.
Yeah. We think that if I can achieve the true self, no, if I can attain the true self, no, all my problem will be solved. No? Many times we think like this, and actually we are able to attain it in some way, yeah. And then it is so difficult to maintain it now. No? You know, but that's not the way of awakening. No? Awakening is not about attaining anything. It's about opening our eyes, waking up, no? To what is the truth. Whatever it is, self or no self, ego or no ego, false self, true self, no? Whether I'm a witness, whether I'm a doer, whether I'm an experiencer, I want to know the truth of myself, no? So somehow in the dreaming state, the spiritual concept and beliefs also get mixed up. And we take we get a sense or we set a goal also out of it. That awakening is my goal. But we don't question what is awakening. We don't question why I want awakening. And who I am who wants all of it. But if we do question this, we will not have to go anywhere. We will not have to do any journey also. No? We will realize this simple truth. No? Thank you. Thank you. Very, very good. I think the environment is very, very, very nicely warm in a way, or cool, whatever is suitable for us. No? Right now, no? Right now it's very, very good environment, like the very right temperature right now. Yeah. Uh, so, Uma, you want to talk?
प्रणाम जी जी when you were sharing with the participant that uh, check are you living your purity to the full potential or not, so this was attraction for me because I was also feeling and that how I can check that I am living my purity to the full or something is still lacking.
Yeah.
So it helped very much. Right, and same time I was continuously checking inside, and as you shared, also I noticed inside that if I am wanting some more in that purity when I am living my purity, if I want it more or not like something added, it is complete. So this checkpoint I used that time.
Actually, in this direction, no external checkpoints can help, no? Because from your own being, from your own self, some kind of discontentment is coming, no? And it has to be looked deeply. Like you would look deeply into it, no? That what it is asking for, how to achieve it, no? Like so it all comes down to clarity again, no? Because the moment we are clear about something, as if that knot opens up, as if we return to life again, as if we get plugged into life again, and the beautiful growth or anything that has to happen happens. No? Otherwise, Uma, I want to live more of myself. I want to live more of my purity. You know, this idea, this thought or this feeling will hold us for so long. No? There is nothing wrong in holding on to these ideas. You know, what is wrong is that not doing anything about it. You know? Only holding on to idea and not doing anything about it. No? Because how long it will take for the self to see that this is just an idea? If the self looks at it, that okay, let me see, this is my idea that I am not the self, I want to be the self, let's do something about it, let me see what to do about it. No, no, we don't do some enough about it. This is the point. This is why I say that undividedness is much more sacred than knowing great techniques or pointings. Earnestness of the dedication of the seeker towards truth is more important than any understandings or techniques. No? Because those who have succeeded through self-inquiry, for example, Every 100% of them said that I succeeded when whole of myself asked who I am. 100% of them have reported like this. Or some other approach, some other method, no? When whole of myself did that approach, I succeeded, no? They say like this. Succeeded does not mean the way we thought we will succeed, but success happened, awakening happened, no? Because when part of ourself is, part of ourself is participating in something, no? Like a spiritual process or practice, what rest of ourself is doing that time? We don't think about it, no? Rest of ourself that time continue holding on to the belief of who we are, no? Yes. That's where the conflict happens, that I know myself as the pure witness, but then why I cannot live in my practical life like that? The confusion comes from here, no? Otherwise, even if it is very difficult to live as the pure self, true self in the practical life, we cannot have a confusion that I am not the true self when in the practical life, because the whole of yourself was present when discovered who I am. No? Do you see the point? So I think it's good. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for such clarity and light.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Rahul, you want to talk?
So this is one context to our last retreat, where I came up with the question that knowing myself and then the other desires which I have in this body. You said that maybe there is some. But very interestingly, something happened that day. Initially, knowing myself, there is a understanding and a truth known. And the experience was always like, doing a meditation and then experiencing it. Whereas coming on the hot seat, being in front of you, something very interesting happened. How it happened, I don't know. Now, connecting to myself is not like a flick. It happens without any meditation or anything. It's just happening. I have not resolved any question and answer the one we had the other day. Connecting is, it's available. It's completely available without any process. While sitting in this satsang, I again was introspecting and I realized that even if it is available every time, maybe this is conditioning which is playing. Sometimes I enjoy it without a flick, and sometimes it feels as if playing this role or being in this energy field is something. Otherwise, there you have nothing to do. You just have to be in the state. So now I feel okay. Whenever I want, I can. Even now, I am. It's so silent and so beautiful. There is probably a habit where I keep myself bringing back to this energy field, as if being there is sometimes becoming boring, something like that. Maybe you can help something about it. I know it's an absurd question. It's more of
I can
maybe some
generally
light.
share something, no? Which, like basic, something fundamental I can share and which may generally help. No? Yeah. Generally, we feel that life or experiences are what are happening to us, like a rain, and we just have to somehow find out a nice umbrella or a shelter or health or clothes or something so that we can enjoy it. No? In one sense, it is true, but in one sense, it is not true also. Actually, what we are experiencing is somehow supported by us in so many more ways than we generally know. So, even when we say that I am experiencing the self now, it is very important to make sure that it is not a experience we have created ourselves, because we are the self actually. So we can create even the experience of the self, and we will enjoy it very much as long as we enjoy it. No? So awakening is not about some experience, you know, some experience sovereign on us and suddenly things become clear. Awakening is not about that. Awakening is a very, very stable thing in one sense. It's about being clear about who I am at any point of time, in any experience, and in every experience also after that. Like first in any experience, like whatever is the experience right now, let me be clear within this experience who I am. And once it becomes clear, then in all the experiences, keeping that clarity or verifying that clarity about who I am again and again. That am I still the same or something changed? No, like this. So awakening is about knowing who I am, not experiencing anything or stop experiencing something. In relation to experiencing, in relation to what life is and what I am, what we are experiencing, who I am. No, it's about that. Because our truth is same in all the weather conditions. No? And if it doesn't appear to be so, then uh, let's not try to change the weather conditions so much. Let us try to be more clear about who we are. And generally, we try to change the weather conditions. Can I just very joyfully tell you, Rahul, that the most fundamental question is who I am. When we are talking about questions, no? Most fundamental first question is who I am. If at all, we want to ask like question. So the first question is who I am. Second question is what do I want. Third is connected to. Connected to it is why I want that. And then only after that is how to achieve it. Because if it is not clear to us who I am, what we want, we cannot ensure that it is really what I want, which I really want. No? Like our desire will be influenced. Our desire is influenced by our false self-knowledge. No? When we are not clear about who we are. No? Like let's say, in the false self-state, we desire certain things or we fear certain things. No? We desire certain experiences and we fear certain experiences. And now our desire is to be free from the experiences we fear and to collect more the experiences which we like. No? While if we slip out of all of it into our true state of being, we will not have those desires. Like this, we are creating experiences in a way by supporting them. No? By kind of cooperating with them, by kind of keeping them to be true for us in a way. The self which want to wake up does not need to cooperate with any experience to believe them or to accept them as truer or as higher or lower than any experience. It can be very bold about it. Like one thing is clear that I exist to experience things. It's just a matter of seeing clearly and knowing clearly the difference between the experiences and myself. No, it's just a matter of one thing only, no? So for that, every experience will be useful for me now. But useful not to get involved with it, but to use as a mirror. Like I am experiencing, it means I am something separate and different from it. Let me use all the experiences, including the experience of the self, including the experience of the self, to know who I am. Whenever we say, let us know separately who I am from the experience, as if our mind picks up a sort of a judgment towards it, sort of a criticism towards it, that the experiences should not be there. No, 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 this is not what I'm saying. You know, like we are as if trying to choose very quickly. Either there are no experiences and I'm the self, or if there are experiences, one of them has to be the self. You know, Rahul, I'm inviting you to kind of come in between somewhere, that no experiences are there and there are so clear experiences of the self. Some experiences of the self are so clear that you feel like, oh, wow. In some moments we may feel like giving up ourselves for that experience. Like I'm ready to give up myself for that experience. We should not, but but still the experience is experience, and the self is self. And this is the most beautiful thing to know in ourselves, no? The experience. Let us try to understand the experience. Only one thing, not which experience, any and every experience, but fundamentally what is experience. And you have, in this very knowing, removed the false self. Because false self is the idea of the true self that you are, that I am the experiencer of it. And involved in it, affected by it, and so I have to take care of what experience happens in any given point of time. No, you are the witness, you are the awareness of it. You are the awareness self of the experience and the sense that I am experiencing it also. All of it right this very moment and any moment and every moment. So this is what is waking up, no? Not trying to color the experiences in any way, not trying to judge the experiences in any way, not trying to, say anything about them. Basically, don't say anything about anything. Oh, what is this? This is waking up, by the way. That's why keep quiet, keeping quiet. Just be still, don't do anything. This is a kind of a essential understanding which our great beings who have happened before us have kind of, left as a treasure for us. The self start becoming clear about itself so naturally in just being, just being. All the misunderstanding, the fundamental misunderstanding start fading away by itself. Thank you, thank you. It's a nice opportunity for me to share like this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Karuna, you want to talk?
Hello, Rajee.
Hello, Karuna.
Today's topic touches me a lot. Thank you for making these things so clear, Rajee. Thank you. I just feel like all things that you are saying from all these angles, as if you are just knowing my own soul. Like you are knowing us, you are knowing myself. Like I don't know how you manage it. It is amazing. The last conversation reminded me on also on Guruji's quote when he said, "Do not manipulate anything. This is freedom." He mentioned like that.
Can you say again?
He said, Guruji once said, like, "Do not manipulate anything. This is freedom." Like that, and all this topic today about allowing those energies and seeing yourself not being threatened, and especially in my today's situation when I have this health disorder, sometimes I feel like no techniques help, like the pain and the fear which comes from the pain is too overwhelming, and then I lay down on the floor just in a free pose and I don't move. I'm not moving, and I'm sort of, feeling so tired from the one who is defending himself and trying to avoid all this suffering, all these energies to freely flow in me, and then suddenly I just feel tired and not being able to resist anymore, and then this like stopping happens, and then I lay down and I see that the body starts sort of feeling more tension of this, more of this emotional charge, and then slowly by doing nothing with it, just letting go into this, allowing this energy to flow, not hiding, it starts dissolving, and then I feel bliss, like that, and then it comes again, and with the pain again, this somehow the fear starts coming from some side, and then again I am allowing this, not avoiding it, not because I just feel I have no power anymore to there is not enough power in the ego to resist anymore, like, and then again the letting go happens, and again I feel so much gratefulness and bliss. I just know it works. What you are saying today, I know in my experience that it works. And then suddenly this feeling comes, I just want to shake off. I am just ready to, somehow this thing brought some readiness to me just to shake off this, because like before I didn't feel that I'm ready to shake off, and now I feel at times I'm really like coming to the situation when I am ready to shake off this.
How amazing it is! How amazing it is! No?
Thank you for listening.
I felt so deeply touched by what you were saying. No? It has so much deep insights and understandings coming from you, the being. No? So amazing, so amazing. It is as if through this method or through this experience, no, the source of life is removing the false arrogance and false confidence from you, so that you can fall back into your true strength, no, and this is something which is not really so easily understandable, but you somehow understood it. That it was not possible for me to shake off all of it before, but now because of this whole thing happening, no, it has become possible for me now. And it is not just one instance. Many such instances have happened where the physical body goes through some form of sickness. Life brings to such a state to break the ego in a way, or that confidence or something, so that the being can come back to its truth and its which may look like it too much of a cost in the beginning. But once you come to who you are, you will know it was not at all a cost actually. what has been achieved or what is being achieved is timeless. You know? Because we have so many misunderstandings, Karuna. You can understand now that this is my body. I know all of it, all of about it. I can do whatever I want. I can go to a doctor or something and this and that and like this. Only when a very powerful thing like this happening, where nothing is working, no treatment, no expert is able to work. You know. Like when you have no hope, you have no future. When you have no future, all there is this moment. This moment is truth, complete truth. True, it is true that body is not doing well, but it is also true that I exist. And I cannot be, this I which exists cannot be defined by the state of a body. It is beyond it. It is much more than it. And this is simply revealed here in this moment. And there are times like there is something maybe in your body, physical body, there is something which need to be corrected, like balancing of energy, some treatment, and you are doing that. But many times the challenges that we feel during the process of awakening is connected to our attachment to the old self or old way. And we kind of slowly give it up in a way. And sometimes if we just give it up, all of it becomes so clean and simple and relaxed, like as if the whole whole wind storm disappeared, which had so much dust and nothing was clear, and everything is so clear now. Like once it is decided that I'm going to stay in my way of being, not the old way of being. Because as if the soul keep trying to go back there, and that creates so much struggle and so much stress in the energies also. Meaning the being is not able to let go of the old way, and being is not happy without coming to the truth of who we are also. I have this kind of feeling that when nothing works, then love works. So I'm sharing all my love with you. Not that I'm giving you some treatment or something, but why not? I share my love with you also. No? Thank you, beloved.
So good. God bless you, Rajee. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm not sharing my love with Karuna only. I have had this full, my heart is so full of love right now. I'm sharing this love with every one of you. And there's no intention behind it. I thank you for receiving. Thank you, beloved. I feel somebody who feels that I know many things and they are having confusions in life and struggle in life. They can look in some way that, do I know what is love? It can be a showstopper, no, for most of the people. Do I know what is beauty? No. Do I know what is a fragrance? We are still debating, by the way, about what is beauty. Meaning, after thousands of years of human life, no, we are still debating what is beauty, no? So that arrogance will not be there anymore if we look like this, no? We don't become less of ourselves by knowing that I know how little I know, no? But we become free from being the false self when we become free from false knowledge or misunderstanding about knowledge, no? We become so happy actually, like connected with life again. We don't we don't become helpless or we don't really feel helpless only because we are too connected with the personal idea of being that we feel that I will become helpless or something. Within the dualistic point of view, helplessness exists. Within the non-dual reality of life, we are never alone. No, never. We are never alone. Who we think we are is the causing that suffering, no? While who we are truly is continuously doing everything, supporting everything in our life, no? Whatever is appropriate and necessary. No? That's why those great beings who happened before us, like you, who have left these treasures, no? They say just keep quiet. Keep quiet means what? Keep quiet means don't attend the thinking. Thinking is what is talking, no? Don't attend the talking of the mind. And it is found that, oh, actually I don't have so many problems. Problems were created by talking in the mind, no? Which does not have directly any correlation with the reality. It's a local talking taking place, no? Which we can we can withdraw ourselves from it for some time. No? So thank you. It's just very, very nice. Samya, you want to talk?
Hi, Rajee. Can you hear me well?
Yes, I can.
Yes, thank you. Like as Karuna says, I don't know how it has happened, but you always bring something we need, like while there is some energies, because it's not so common that I handle, but while there is present, you just brought this topic and very grateful for this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yet I could not follow. I was a little tired. I could not follow, but of course I would love to, and that's why I came. I think there is two things. which is playing now. Actually, during Satsang, it has lessened a little bit, but I want to bring because I don't want to be catched after Satsang. So one is regret. Actually, it feels more lighter now. Like I did something which I don't want to do it, but the regret of it always somehow catching me. And yeah, this is what is playing here generally. And the other thing is that there is this concept which I believe in, I hear a lot. And this concept is about like, don't share what is beautiful, otherwise it can be destroyed, something like this. And because also
don't share what is.
don't share something goes beautiful in life, otherwise it will be destroyed or something. And this concept is believed here, not always, but yeah. And I hear it a lot. So because I did this, the other thoughts now following, oh, what you did, now you will lose all is beautiful, etc. And yeah, this is catching me, actually not this time, but all the time. That's why I just wanted to bring this into the light, and yeah, just this.
Yes.
Because yes, this fear is present, you know, I already did, and I don't know whether this concept is true or not. It doesn't matter, or maybe it is, but what is this is that it's just awakening the fear, and even to live in this fear, oh, I will lose it, and anxiety maybe. And this is just enough, you know, even this is just destroy the connection of presence, so yeah.
One thing that I would like to share like this here right now, that basic, some fundamental understanding that may help in some way. No? All of us are actually the self which is not changing, but all of us are living in the form which is changing. The energies, form is that energies, no? And combined together, the self and the energy is a life being lived, a relative life, which is where we are growing also. You know, the growth part is very interesting also, and in many ways mysterious. That's why confusing also. So in the relative growth, you know, of the energies and the self together, what you are saying, these two things do have something to do. No? That is regret. You know, you said regret. Another thing is that I should not share something beautiful with others. Generally we call it prematurely. Like before it happens, we should not share something beautiful with others. No, when it happens, it's fine. They will know anyway. No? So, but these all things are connected to the relative life, which is not as such like a false that it doesn't exist, but it is false in the sense that it is not ultimate or constant truth. You know, it is not constant truth. One cannot rely on it really for ultimate happiness or bliss. You know, in that way, it is found to be false. So, in the context of spiritual awakening, it is false, found to be false or not useful. But it doesn't mean that it is not there. It doesn't mean that it is not happening. So to know, to attain the ultimate bliss, constant joy, constant peace, we need to experience ourselves. No? And for that we need to clearly, separately know ourselves from the energies which are growing. So in this now, what is the situation? That we are the one same self who is not changing, but who is also continuously mixed with the energies which are changing and giving us the impression of a certain growth or certain direction of journey somewhere. No? like we are able to increase the weight of the body, decrease the weight of the body, and many things like this, then we feel that I have succeeded like this. No? Even if we can uh, change the energies of body mind together, no, with the self a lot, still there is no guarantee that the self will know itself separate from the energies. No, and if the self knows separate, the self knows itself separate from the energy. There is no correlation that the energies will grow. Do you see my point? Grow or change to our liking.
Sorry, last part I could not understand well.
Yeah, can you say which part? Like,
I don't even remember.
it's fine. I can say again.
Yes, please.
Because we are talking about the same thing, just in different language. No? So it's no problem. So the whole thing is that what should I do? Should I take care of my growth first, or should I know myself first? This is that challenge which is going on in the seeker's heart, continuously. And at some, in many cases, in many times, it feels connected. That the more I grow, the more I can wake up. In reality, there is no direct correlation with it. But the relation is because of the belief in the self that if I do not grow up to certain degree, if I don't become like this up to certain degree in the changeful aspect, I am not eligible to wake up, or I won't be able to understand what awakening is. No? Awakening is very different thing. No? Awakening is connected to just one thing, by knowing who I am. And in that also knowing who or what I am not. Meaning knowing the energies as energies, knowing myself as myself. Energies are flowing, energies are growing, energies are changing. No? And I am not growing, not flowing, not changing. But both at the same time, Not one at a time. One at a time is where we have confusion. No? That when I sit quietly in myself, I try my best to either stop the flow of energies or ignore it. And I succeed. Totally fine. Which is a perfect method, by the way, in the beginning, no? To ignore part, not suppress, but ignore part. No? To just experience or know who we are first. No? But there is no direct correlation with it. Afterward, we will check that when energies are flowing, like what you reported, that when I have regret, am I myself or am I something else? Have I lost my true self now when I am having regret? We try to filter out these things, that how myself, the self, can have regrets. No, you, the self, can never have regrets. Because you, the self, never does anything. But there is something in you which does things, which appears to be you only, and going to continue appearing to be you also, by the way. Not that just today, after realization also. And that may have regret. I could have done better. But there will be always a future if you need to improve. But we cannot really change much in the past. No? So even here, Samya, there is a possibility of a clarity that I am the self, which is not really changing, growing, but I have taken up some job or some joy, like a play of living in my energies. I want to do it better, no? And that's why I am feeling regret. Next time I will do better, no? So again, no regret, no? So there can be a regret, but it cannot cause suffering to us. No? Suffering is caused only by one thing, I feel, that we are not clear about who we are. No? Because life is not a suffering, life is not a problem, Because life is not what is created by us, like like something which is like we have been burdened. Okay, you have to take care of all of it. That's our idea. That's not true. It may sound really strange, but I somehow feel like saying now, right now, that the physical pain that we experience, is much more real in many, many cases than our idea of enlightenment. No? You know, something as simple as physical pain is much more real than our idea of enlightenment or self or awakening. If we can feel the physical body, if we can feel our own breath, and if we can, in the same simplicity, feel ourselves, we have started coming out of the dream. We can live a kind of funny situation here while we live the truth. No, the funny situation is that the body, or the body means all the energies of the body, all the layers of the body. No? Body is the rope, and there's a talk of the snake happening, meaning you the self is afraid of the snake somewhere. There is some snake somewhere. There was some talk of the snake. There was some talk definitely. Have you seen the snake? Anybody who is checked, have you seen the snake? No, I have not seen it myself, but I heard there is a snake. So that's why I have a fear. No? Would you care to just look very deeply and simply at the rope? And mostly we are not interested. What for? I'm talking about a snake and you are talking about a rope. No. What for? This body and breath is the rope, no? And we are continuously dealing with the snake and we are just not meeting the rope. It is not, it is true that the snake exists somewhere, but neither it directly exists in the rope, nor it directly exists in the self who is looking at the rope. It exists somewhere. In what it exists? It exists in the misunderstanding the self has about itself and about the rope, which is the one and same misunderstanding. It's not many misunderstandings. That's why knowing who we are, we become free from all the fundamental misunderstandings. No? In the very knowing, it becomes clear to us also what is body. No? Yeah? Some, like all of you are self actually. It's just a fantastic view for me. No, I'm with the self, no, in all the forms here. In some, some form, the self is saying that I can become the self if somehow I can become free from the fear. And I say to you, such a self, that you are the self already. And you can realize it right now if you let go of this condition. Just one thing, let go of this condition to be, any condition to be yourself. And you are the self right now. And you have started realizing already. You need to be free to realize yourself. Free from what? Free from condition. Conditions that we are putting. No? That I cannot be the self if I am having physical problems. No? I cannot be the self right now when I am confused. Or I cannot be the self if I am having regret. No, you very much are the self. And you will not have this kind of experience in future very soon if you somehow allow yourself to be who you are in the experience and in the knowing of it. No? There are all chances that the experience will change. And even if the experience does not change tomorrow, you will not mind it at all. Absolutely, you will not mind it. You will be like, damn care about the experience, whether I'm feeling regret or not. I'm supremely blissful, you know. So basically, your blissfulness is guaranteed. In this method, where we are trying to deal with the relative growth, is blissfulness guaranteed? Can we check that also before we invest too much time in these things? Or we are just living with some hope in future? There is a natural sense in every level of body, which is what we can call the central sense of health, well-being, or original state. So it tries to bring itself to original state always. That's where whenever there is a sickness in the body, we feel that something is not okay. We try to bring it to its natural state. So that is a very natural thing. It has nothing to do with the true self or false self state. No, it is body's function. It is mind's, like all of that together. It will just continue. It will just continue like that. Yeah, I hope that Samya, it will help in some way. Thank you, beloved.
Yes, yes. I cannot say now how, but so yes, it was clearing in so many ways. And you said something at last part, like today it's regret, but tomorrow it can be something else, and other day it can something else. But I realized within myself that yes, somehow these moments of life I'm not suffering like before, but somehow maybe, as you said, there is misunderstanding, but I have a tendency to suffer from this kind of things more. Not a lot like before, but I don't know what is the misunderstanding, as you said there, but somehow I trust you, and somehow I trust.
Allow yourself to trust yourself. Allow yourself to trust yourself right now. Because you are the being, beloved. I know you in a way. Allow yourself to trust yourself. The pure being that you are. No? Trust yourself. There is no experience inside us, including the sense or the experience of regret, no feeling of regret or anything. No, there is no experience inside us which can cause suffering to us. Okay. So it is not that when the sense of regret happening inside us, that then we will suffer, meaning that we will stop experiencing joy or the bliss of our own being. No, not at all. No, they coexist. The joy, the bliss of being is experienced by us while the feeling of regret is existing inside us. Inside that joyful, blissful being that we are. Then what causes suffering here in this situation? It is our unrealistic demand towards it that causes us to stop somehow, like kind of frozen in a way, that we stop living ourselves. No? That unrealistic demand, no? That it should not be so. One thing I feel, based on my experience, that duality is not really something real in one sense, no? But duality is more a outlook, no? towards the same one being or one life, and we continue enjoying it. No? Like we divide it in so many different ways in our mind, no? And we continue enjoying it. No? And once the suffering begins, suffering basically is the indication that you, the soul, is not enjoying the division created by you and being maintained by you. No? Then let go of that now. No? There is no way we need to find back home. We don't need to find a way back home. We just have to let go of that division which gave us joy, and now it is the cause of suffering. Same thing. No? Now we let go of it into more non-dual one state of being and experiencing. No? And for some of you here, I feel very blessed to have you in this meeting. Yet for some of you, even the slightest sense of separation is not bearable to you now. You feel, I don't want even this much. No? And you are going to let go of that because it is you who is maintaining it. It doesn't exist in the existence as such. The duality does not exist in the existence as such. Multiplicity exists in the existence, not the duality. No? Duality being the separate self, existing in the separate forms. No? That is not true. So basically we are returning somehow from the dividedness to the more undividedness, from the non-dual, from the dualistic experience to the non-dual reality, beyond the experience of it. No? And non-dual experience also happening, obviously. No? Like the experience of oneness. What is the experience of oneness? Oneness means one being. And this will continue basically. This is just going to continue. This is how we are returning home in a way. And we can try to understand again and again what is letting go. In different contexts it could be different. But here, for example, let go means let go of what you are maintaining. And see what is the reality which is not being maintained by you. That who we are is that which is not being maintained by us. Everything else, everything that we experience is being maintained by us only in one way or the other. No? Meaning the ingredients have been provided by the existence, but the dish was created by us. The temperature was set by us only. We were the cook of what we experienced or we are experiencing today. Ingredients provided by existence, the 5 elements, no? And the 3 guna, no? Tamas, rajas and sattva. No? So all these 8 things are the ingredients. No? And we are making a dish out of it, all of us, no? And experiencing it. No? What do I experience when I don't do anything? No? That is the thing. No? That is truth, uncreated, unmaintained. No? Slowly we all will come to it, no? I feel. So I'm just sharing in general, if it can help somebody and can kind of, attract, inspire somebody to look more deeply that, is it not true? Thank you. Deepa, you want to talk?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
Thank you so much for sharing all your love. And I completely relate to you, where, it's like playing roles in life and choosing which part you want to play. And along with it, also being known for the fact that it's a play. So, yeah, like, though you get caught up at times, but then, you just come out of it and see it's a play. And you just start enjoying it. You
Yeah.
laugh at it at some times, but then it's not real.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah.
I heard all the actors in the movies, and they give interview and they tell that this role was so intense that I had to go through a detoxing of like 1 month or something. Yeah. Everybody does this, no? It's just that the role that we are playing, we have forgotten that we are playing this role and we are something separate from it. That's the only thing that has happened. No? The awakening part is realizing this truth. No? And I say, plus detoxing also, no? Like a daily detoxing meditation. Prabhat Shuddhi is basically daily detoxing of the previous roles, no? Like the effect of that sense that we adopted. You know, when we express ourselves in a certain way, we adopt a certain feeling or state also, no, inside us connected to that, so that it is more real in a way for us and more real for others with whom we express. But that has to be drained out in a way, detoxed in a way, no, from inside us every day. Otherwise, it accumulates, like many different flavors get accumulated inside us, no. That's why when we experience ourselves, we feel, oh, I'm experiencing emptiness. Not at all. Emptiness is a relative declaration that I'm not experiencing anything, any flavor. True. We are not experiencing any flavor that we experience when we play a role, no? Because we are not playing a role right now, no? So we almost have forgotten how it tastes for me to be who I am when I'm not playing the role, no? Which we discover slowly in meditation also, like here, right now we are. So I think your understanding is very clear, very good. It really is as simple, Deepa, as you are understanding. And we can make something so big and sometimes even complicated out of it. Although it is the fundamental truth of life, so it's so significant, but it's not difficult. It is most important, but not difficult, meaning not complicated. It is simple. It's like scaling, no? Try to understand the scaling. In itself, it is very fundamental and very simple and very small. But when it scales, no, to a bigger level, it looks, oh my God, where to start and how to solve things. No?
It's like zooming in and zooming out.
Yes, yes, yes. Very,
Yeah.
very good. Meditation is zooming out in a way. Not doing anything basically means do not make effort to keep zooming in. We need to make effort to keep zooming in. If we don't make effort, we will start zooming out without effort. And we come to that level of being where we find ourselves to be a more holistic witness of all that is happening. You know, as a whole, as a whole, which does not exclude anything of body, mind, thoughts, journey, past, present, future. The whole thing is in front of us, like a central witness or central awareness self. And then we cannot go deeper than that anymore. There is no deeper than that anymore. And then we somehow sense that, oh yes, this is my home. You know. So this zooming out is very natural through meditation, dhyan, also fundamental meditation. And it is as if we are caught up in a circle of zooming out. No, we are caught up in a circle of zooming out. What we call circle of ego mind is the circle of zooming out. For one reason or the other, we just keep zooming into the detailing. No. We feel stress also, we feel detailing also, we feel many new things are being known by us, although the fundamental truth is same. And we are somehow not able to get out of that compulsive zooming in. No? And we can learn slowly together. No? Because if one has done it, the other can do it also. Because we all are the same self. My heart becomes so overfull of joy when I speak like this. Because it is true. We all are the same self. So it's not really somebody teaching somebody. No. It is the self living the truth of the self together with the self. No? That's why it is so effortless and apt in a way. Somehow it fits so well together.
Thank you so much, Ji.
Thank you. Thank you. It's very good. There is a dream of awakening in which many we live for quite long time, and there is a reality of that awakening. And to reach to the reality of awakening, we have to wake up from the dream of awakening, which is not easy thing generally. But once we get out of that dream of awakening, because it is so subtle, we think that we are waking up and we remain in the sleep, in the dream. No? Dream means thinking about awakening. Is it dreaming towards awakening? No? If we can feel the body, the breath, and in this same simplicity ourselves, in this very moment we are waking up without any technique. But it doesn't stay. Why it doesn't stay? It never goes anywhere. The body never goes anywhere. Breath never goes anywhere. The self that we are never goes anywhere or does not change. Neither the nature of the body changes, nor the nature of the breath changes, nor the nature of the self changes. Then where it goes? No, it doesn't go anywhere. We go somewhere. We go in the dream again. No? We don't stay here. No? That's why. We don't have it all the time. No? So let us stop trying to search for the true self. Let us look deeply into what is false self. No? Because true self is the case all the time. Every one of us is that true self all the time. Not just when we are knowing it or living it. No? And this is that cosmic joke. Beloved, this is that cosmic joke. That we think that part of what I know about myself is true. No, I want to very lovingly tell you that everything that you know about yourself is false. Only you are truth. But your knowledge about yourself is zero, absolutely zero. And if anybody accepts this, that I have absolutely zero knowledge about myself, that very moment you have become the true self. You know? And now the true knowledge will begin from here. You know what I mean? And we are just somehow trying to maintain that version of our self-knowledge about ourselves. That's why we need innocence to know who we are, not the knowledge. We need courage to accept that I don't know anything about myself. Not that we need some special knowledge. No? I just had this feeling and inspiration to speak like this. Thank you for listening and being part of this meeting. Thank you. We still have few minutes. I have the feeling that we can be together in few minutes like this. No? Please, if anybody want to talk, or we can talk, or until anybody talks to me, I will just continue sharing a little bit. But it may become like the case of the ride and the horse and the rider also. No? You will not speak until I continue talking, and I will continue talking until any one of you raise hand. No? But anyway, we have to start somewhere. So we don't have to become free from anything called the bondage. Because there is no bondage anywhere for the self that we are. We just have to become free from misunderstanding. No? But the misunderstanding is not just the misunderstanding somewhere. It is mixed with the very core understanding of the self. So awakening basically is the awakening of the wisdom of the self. No? You know, it is the correction in the wisdom. Correction in the sense, first of all, that to know that I don't know anything about myself. And if I don't know anything about myself, do I really know anything about life? That is it possible that one can say that I don't know anything about myself, but I know a lot about life? No, in this very go, we will know that I don't know anything about myself and about anything else. No, it's as simple as this. Ah, okay. Then, 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 do you really need to remind yourself that I'm going to just sit and do nothing? No, you will just sit and do nothing anyway, because what is there left to be done now? No. Do you see the point? So just sitting will happen by itself. No? Or if we can just sit and do nothing, we can reach to this pure knowing also, that I don't know anything about myself and about life. But hey, I am, I exist. That's kind of a relief, no? No, it's not just a relief. It is the greatest, blessing of life. I exist is the greatest blessing, because it is complete, complete truth. What we call I exist or I am is just an entry point into the absolute truth, complete one truth. No? And just the blessing, the blessedness, the bliss just grows more and more here. The contentment. Like doubts completely leave that I'm incomplete or something can be improved here. They just simply leave forever. I exist is a thought. And at some point you will let go of that thought also. And you will continue existing. Like no need of thought or mind at all. While you yourself who exists living and knowing without any contact with thought or mind. You know? And you are knowing or aware of all of it, which is happening. And I would like to ask any one of you who is with me for past few minutes, that now is your what is being experienced by you? Is it inside you or outside? Or is this language applicable here at all? No. You will say, no, I kind of these things don't make any sense here. No? Experiences are happening, are there, and I am here. You know. So this I am, I am is an entry point into the isness of life, which includes the experiences happening, the witnessing of experiences happening also. Like the witnessing of experiences is also happening effortlessly as the experiences themselves are happening effortlessly. Where I am, who I am, where I am placed in this picture. No? This is what we figure out very simply. Because we are not trying to create some truth of who we are. We are trying to just discover, I think, thank you. It was very, very beautiful meeting with all of you, beloved. It is our togetherness that results in such a meeting. So I thank you all for joining this meeting. Thank you.